Hello, everyone, and welcome to High Performing Coaches with Aneri Bellamy, your coaches counselor. You can reach me at highperformingcoaches.com. But right now, we're here with Angel Ribo. But we've been chatting a little bit before the interview, so he says I can call him Angel. How about that? Feels like we've
Absolutely.
known each other for years. Thank you, Angel, for being a part of High Performing Coaches and dedicating your time to us today.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure for me to be here. Thank you for having me. And obviously, thank you for everybody who's listening to us today.
Awesome. So, one thing about these interviews that we like is that they're easy to digest, right? So people can be on their lunch break and catch a few of them and, still have time to go about their day. So Angel, we're going to go straight into that first question, which is, who are you purposed to serve?
That's a great question. I think that I'm purposed to serve two different, very distinct communities. One is the people that have already a life that is really like in general terms, called like a successful life.
Mhm.
People who are at either like C-level executives of corporations in the world and entrepreneurs who are already established. Like let's say those professionals who are very successful in their careers. That's one community I serve, and the other community I serve is just at the bottom of the pyramid, if we can call it like this. It's not that I like pyramids much, but at the bottom of the society, there's those kids that live in poverty, and those are, those are the other people that I serve through my foundation, Wisdom for Kids, and mostly the kids in Latin America who live in poverty, the underprivileged kids there.
I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. So I'm interested in the answer to this next question, right? And that is, what is it
Go
about
ahead.
your life story that
Yeah.
made this your purpose?
Um, so I think my entire life was really getting ready to what I'm doing today.
Right.
Um, because I mean, I had a spiritual experience that made me see what my life purpose was going to be, or what I had to do with my life when I was still working in corporate America. But I would really say that if I had not visited so many CEOs, I had not helped so many companies, I had not traveled into so many countries, or I had not lived in Latin America and seeing so many kids in need, probably I would have never ended up doing what I'm doing today, honestly.
Right.
So I think that this is a very, I think that every one of us, we are always getting ready for what we are supposed to do here in this world.
Right.
Some of us listen, some others we don't listen. So it's up to us to decide what we want to do. Obviously, fear and security and certainty plays a key role in everybody's lives, but still, you always have the choice to take one route or another.
Exactly, exactly. And I love the fact that you said that because I know um fear, I was guilty, right? I love to be transparent on this. So I was guilty of that fear factor and not listening. I ran from it as long as long as I could. You know what? Own a business, be responsible for, helping other people other than of course the people that came to me and said, "Hey, Aneri, I'm feeling down or I'm, needed that empowerment and encouragement." So, but I found that even when you try to run from it, it follows you everywhere you go. So that's a warning for everybody listening. Your passion and your purpose follows you no matter where you run to.
Exactly, that's true.
Yeah.
And with fear is the same. I mean, at the end of the day, it's an emotion, and
Right.
I think it's very, it's we. There's a person I follow a lot, which is Dr. Joe Dispenza. He's a very famous neuroscientist, and he always says the same thing, that we should be breaking the habit of being ourselves, because we are continuously firing together the same neurons, which are the neurons of the thoughts and the beliefs that we always have. And if we want to create a different life, we have to actually start wiring different neurons.
Right.
So those old neurons stop wiring together, because
Right.
they don't fire together. So that we should start firing new neurons every single day. But fear, I think that since we are kids, as you probably can
Mhm.
remember, probably your mom and your dad at least, they were telling you, don't do this, don't do that, be
Right.
careful, watch out, all the time, and there is fear there. If this is not properly compensated and balanced with praise and telling you great, how great you are, how many great things you did, sometimes we end up with fear extremely present in our lives. And I resonate to what you just explained about your own life myself a lot.
Right. I love it. I love it. Now, here's what we call the golden question.
Oh my God.
And
Hopefully I'll be ready to answer it,
yeah, the
Anari.
golden question. And that
Exactly.
is, if someone you were purposed to serve crosses your path, and it's your one and only opportunity to make an impact on their lives, what would you say to them? This is your opportunity to talk to them right now. What would you say to them?
To look inside and find his or her greatness and take imperfect action now.
I love it. I love it. Very impactful. Short, sweet, but impactful.
Mhm.
Now, I know that just from your spirit and your energy and all of that, there's going to
Thank
be
you.
somebody that
Thank
watches
you.
this and says, I want to connect with him and continue the conversation, right?
Thank you.
So when they want to do that, how do they go about doing
Yeah, so it's very simple. They can either go to LinkedIn and they can look for Angel Ribo, the CEO confidant, which is my brand, the CEO confidant. And again, my name is Angel Angel Ribo RIB as in boy O. Or they can send me an email. They can send me an email directly to me. It's angel@angelrebo.com. And either my team or myself, we're going to answer those emails. We literally answer to all those emails, all those messages that we receive every single day.
that? I love it. Awesome. Now, you mentioned another piece of you and who you are, as far as it was helping youth become entrepreneurs. So share with, share that with us as well, because I'm sure there's other people out there like myself that want to know how to be a part of that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. So, yeah, basically, I had a spiritual experience in 2015 that allowed me to see very clearly that one of the things I should do with my life was to help those underprivileged kids that I had been seeing throughout my career, because I used to work in Latin America. I used to travel all over the continent. So I decided to take action. I called one of my friends in Mexico at that time, and I asked him, "Hey, I would like to do this. Would you like to join me?" And he said yes. And then he suggested that we brought on board his father. So eventually, we were three co-founders of Wisdom for Kids, which is the name of our foundation. And we basically go to Latin America and we identify communities of kids in poverty, and which is very simple. And I regret to say, in 2012 there were 170 million kids in Latin America. Of these 170 million, 81, 81 million, 81 million are actually living in poverty. And that was 2012. So probably after everything that has been happening for the last months, year, the amount of kids in Latin America that live in poverty is much more than 81 million kids. I wouldn't
Right.
be surprised if it's closer than 100 million than anything else. So we go to identify those communities. We talk to the community leaders. We offer them, we would like to do this. They always ask the same question, always, how much is
Much.
it? Exactly. And then we say, no, it's for free. We just do it because it's our mission and we like to do that. And then we just go to that place and we just uh, define together with the community leaders who are going to be the recipients of the training, because it's basically a workshop, or the starting point is a workshop. The initial step, the first step is a workshop, and it's a workshop in which we basically inspire the kids to take action. We inspire the kids to allow them to know that they have this greatness inside of them, that they can do anything they want to do with their lives, that they can become whoever they want to become, that they have this power inside of them, they have this passion, they have this, it doesn't matter if they're introverted or extroverted. Anything that they do with their lives is going to be good. We obviously we focus a lot on self-esteem, because those kids very often, excuse me, don't have a very high self-esteem for obvious reasons. So it's a workshop, very energy oriented, I would say, very energy based, and the same passion that you were mentioning and the energy you were seeing on me, we basically make sure that this transpires to all those kids in those workshops that we do in that particular community. A very special part of that workshop that we give to the kids is that we deliver to those kids is actually a meditation. So besides jumping and exercising and playing and singing and doing all sorts of weird things that you would do with kids, we do a meditation, which is a very, very profound meditation. We actually asked one of the most, and well-known and powerful composers of spiritual music in the country, to actually allow us to use one of his, of his soundtracks for that specific meditation. And the kids are naturally meditating, as as probably we would thought it's not the case, but kids are more in tune with meditating than us adults.
Right,
Probably,
right,
probably because they're more genuine, more curious, more open to do new things. And we teach them some affirmations during that meditation. And those affirmations are very powerful. Those affirmations are really so life-changing. We actually give them a booklet with those affirmations so that they can keep them with them, and they can keep on using them and repeating them whenever they want. So that's basically what we do. And that starts a entrepreneurial journey that our volunteers locally support.
okay. And what's the name of it again?
Wisdom for kids.
Okay, Wisdom for Kids. Okay, I wanted to make
Wisdom
sure
for
you
kids.
repeated that so that if
Oh
somebody
yeah.
missed it, they'd be able to catch it. So tell us now, for Wisdom of Kids, Wisdom of or Wisdom
for
for?
for
Wisdom for
for
Kids.
Wisdom for kids.
Tell us, how can we connect? What can we do to help?
Yeah, so basically you can do two things. The number one even is obviously number one, go to our website, which is wisdomforkids.today, wisdomforkids.today. And there you will be able to donate, right? So you can go there, and we will explain you what we use the money for. And then it's very easy, very simple, and obviously we appreciate any donation, because we only run on donations. We work thanks to the donations of our donors. And the second thing that they can do, or you can do, is to go and actually sign up to become a volunteer. So you start working on activities, specific activities for Wisdom for Kids as soon as you want, literally, because it doesn't matter where you are. There's so much to do that
Right.
we would appreciate anything that you can help us do.
Okay. Wisdom for Kids. Now, everyone, this is my personal plea. This is my first time hearing about Wisdom for Kids, I promise. This wasn't a
Hmm.
pre-planned plug. I had no idea that that was going to be on this interview, but I will say this. I'll say not everybody is a coach. Not everybody is a business owner. Someone may have come across this interview on Spotify, on YouTube or something, and you're wondering what your passion may be or how you can make an impact in life. So things like this is your opportunity to make an impact. You'd be surprised how $10, $20
True.
can make an impact. I
True.
know just from having an international business that what doesn't go far here, 10 or $20 doesn't go very far here, but in other countries it can go a long way.
Absolutely.
So, um, you know, look inside yourself, decide, what part, even if it's not for this, even if it's for something else and you desire to make an impact, this is one way you can do it. Okay. So tapping into things like this is a way that you can make impact behind closed doors, right? Everybody that donates, doesn't get, a picture on a website or something like that, but that inner peace of knowing that you're making an impact goes far greater than any public accolade. So I encourage everyone to do just as I'm going to do, right? And go to the website, which Angel is going to tell us again.
Yes. It is wisdomforkids.today.
So I'll be going to wisdomforkids.today myself, and I'll be either volunteering or donating. So I believe in being transparent and not asking anyone to do what I'm not doing myself. So I'm going
Thank
myself,
you.
and I encourage everyone else that hears this interview, and especially my coaches, right? Because we're all about changing the world and making a difference. So this is another way we can do that. Thank you
Thank you.
so much, Angel, for your time. What I do want you to do is tell us how we can connect with you again if we want to continue the conversation.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for such a gesture, as you very well said. We definitely didn't plan for this, and I really appreciate you. It makes a big difference, as you said. Any amount of money makes a big difference to these kids. And the easiest way for you to find me is sending me an email, angel@angelribo.com. Ribo is my last name, is spelled as R-I-B as in boy O. Or you go to LinkedIn, you connect with me on LinkedIn, and we can start a conversation over there. And just mention that you were on, or you listened to me and to an Irish show, the High Performing Coaches Show. And thank you very much, obviously, for the opportunity and for listening to us today.
And thank you for the impact that you're making in the lives of the business owners, the entrepreneurs, and most importantly, in the lives of the children. I know that once anyone encounters you, just from the small chat that we had before in this interview, that they are changed, that they don't leave that encounter the same as they came. So I really appreciate it. That's
Thank
what
you.
this brand is all about. We want to bring exposure to those coaches and those people
Thank
that's
you.
out there really making impact on the world. In the world we live in today, what we need is positivity and to know that it's still happening out there. So I
Absolutely.
really appreciate your time with us today. I know that it's very valuable. So I won't hold you any longer. Everyone, you've been on High Performing Coaches with Aneri Bellamy, and I look forward to talking to you again real soon.